Hey, this is Blake.
And Joey.
We are Devour The Day, and if you're not in the now, then you're into nothing.
So, you guys are out here with Hinder right now. How's that whole experience been going for you?
It's been tremendous. They're good friends of ours, and we've been out with them before with our former band, and so it was like a homecoming, and we've had a great time. They take care of us, and the crowds have been great.
Now, has there been any one particular city so far that's kind of sticking in your mind as being the most memorable right now?
Hopefully Wichita. I hope so. All the shows have been great. It's hard to pick which one is the best. I mean, they've been like really good.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of girls.
Nice.
A lot of drunk bands and stuff like that. So I can't beat that.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I know the last time you guys came through with the other band, you had a really good response here from the Wichita band. So I'm sure you're gonna get that back from them as well.
Absolutely. We always talk about the energy that the crowd gives us and how we give it back, and we feel like Wichita gives us a great amount of energy every time we're here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were here. We were here like 2 years ago. I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 3 years ago.
The Cotillion. At the
The same
Cotillion.
venue too.
Yeah, oh absolutely. Can't forget this place.
Yeah, the Round Mountain Sound.
Yeah, the Round Mountain.
It was our first show with Hinder too.
Yep.
Oh, nice. So it's like a homecoming.
Yeah. Full circle for sure. Yeah.
Definitely. Let's talk a little bit about the new band. How did that whole thing come about with no longer doing Egypt Central and moving into Devour the Day?
Long story short, our singer quit, and we just decided that we weren't going to stop. So we took these songs that he and I were working on, and we showed them to the label that we were with, and they were like, "Why don't we just put this out? It's cool. It's this, it's the same band, just with a different singer." And so we toyed with the idea of maybe keeping it or this, or keeping it with that name, or starting something different. And then, about I guess a couple of weeks into the forming of the whole thing, we were just like, we've got a whole new monster. This is we feel like it's better. It's more from the heart than the other thing. And so we just wanted to change the name, change the face of it, and go back out there. We were lucky enough to just kind of sidestep the whole starting a brand new band. It didn't feel like we had to start all the way over. We just hopped right on board, and I mean, in 7 months we're able to get back where it took us 10 years to get the previous band. So we got really lucky, and it's been a definitely a trial and tribulation filled event. Yeah, but here we are. So we're really happy and fortunate to be here.
What would you say the biggest difference between the two is?
I think for the longest time, Blake and I, as songwriters, were writing for someone else to sing our stuff, which obviously, when you get to the interview process and the music's being explained, you're subconsciously, whether you want to or not, you're catering to that singer. And when we went into this, Blake and I, we really talked about what we wanted to discuss on these songs with every single song that came through. It was such a fine-tooth comb and so honest with where we had been in our lives that it's a lot more real for us. It's not more than just a business, even though it is, and we realize that this is really the artwork that we feel will be how we leave our mark as musicians before our time is up here on planet Earth. So that's the big difference, I think, the authenticity.
Now, what about recording? Are you guys comfortable in the studio atmosphere?
Yeah. It's our studio, so like we are at home, so we're like drinking coffee and holding kids and pushing the record button at the same time. So the making of this record was as close to home as it could possibly be because we were.
So true.
So the old lady came in and said, "Hey, I need a babysitter."
No old ladies.
Okay.
Yeah, we cover that on the record too.
Nice. Now, did you guys record anything that didn't make the record that you were kind of like, damn, I wish we could have got that on there?
Yeah, I think with how fast we were writing, there was definitely stuff that we felt that we really liked parts of it, but Blake is ultimately really good at making sure that the song is fully cultivated before it hits the ears of everyone else. I'm definitely more impulsive and just want to get it out, but that's the push and the pull that works so well. And I think there's just some songs that, in the long run, we feel like aren't finished, have great parts, but there's like 4 or 5 that didn't make the record that we just want to continue to mess with, continue to experiment, so that we aren't generic or just another active rock band. We want to be able to push ourselves on those songs, so it's okay to let it marinate.
A handful of the songs that are on this record are songs that we tossed out, from a long time ago. We would write something, but we never put it together. It never became part of the band, or it never became this or whatever. And so when we were archiving, looking or searching through our archives for all the music for this record, we had tons of stuff, and we still have a lot. So this next record that we're going to start working on soon is going to have probably all of that in it, just with a new face on it.
Mm-hmm. So you guys are already in the process of planning the next record?
Always, yeah.
Always looking for inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Like always says, our favorite song is the last one we wrote, that we've written together. So I think we just get eager, and, get excited and write, create, which is what this is all about, right?
Yep, definitely. Now, having some experience being out on the road, is there any part of the country that you guys kind of listen forward to going back and going to?
Anywhere near the beach.
Yeah, West Coast is
East
good
Coast,
for me.
South. Love the beach. The beach is like,
Second home for you?
Oh,
yeah. And it's always cool to realize that you're there because you play music. You're not on vacation, but you're on vacation.
Yeah.
It's always it makes it a little bit more beautiful.
It's a double rainbow.
Nice.
I envy the people that actually live on the beach. I mean, it's like,
all they have to do is look out.
Yeah, but we would never get anything done.
I know, all day long. All day long.
We've been waiting 3 years for this record to get done.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Screw it, let's go to the beach.
All the songs are about margaritas. What's going on?
Yeah, they've been hanging out with Jimmy Buffett too long.
Yeah, exactly.
But let's talk a little bit about personal musical influences. Who are a couple of you guys? Would you say are some of your core musical influences?
Core, I think he and I both share Chili Peppers, Rage Against the Machine, 311,
Pink Floyd.
Chili Peppers, Rage Against the Machine. It's such our influence is really heavy inside those two bands.
Yeah.
But I think we're always taking from what's current to we're listening to that. I mean, I don't like the idea that other people are influencing what we're putting together, but at the same time, it's strings and drums and vocals. What are you gonna do? So
maybe create an instrument that's never been created.
Right.
Yeah.
I just had a whole bunch of bad
Yeah,
ideas.
I saw me with a guitar and spandex.
The wheels were turning already.
Slapping my knees.
Nice. Let's talk a little bit about your guys' interaction with the social networks. How involved are you guys in Facebook, Twitter, Reverb Nation, sites?
Well, because Blake and I and our really small team at the label we're a part of have done pretty much everything independently. We've had no choice but to be fully involved with everything from Facebook to Twitter to all those things. And it is a constant, constantly reminding ourselves to do so, because naturally we're working on other things. Or the interaction that you have with the fans, and you know that it's priceless at this point, because we're only as big as the amount of people listening to us, and so we're really grateful for the interaction that we have there. But it's part of everyday life now.
It's kind of like getting up, brushing your teeth, check the Twitter, check the Facebook.
Yeah. We haven't got to the point where we're releasing our every thought or meal. I don't think we'll ever get that obnoxious about it, but we definitely want to keep people posted on what we're doing and a little bit of insight to how we are out here.
I think the coolest thing is that we can the way Facebook is now, you can text message. It's almost like text messaging without stepping the privacy boundary that I think that we deserve. But I mean, when I'm communicating with people through Facebook, it's almost just like for me and them, it feels like that they have my phone number, and we're just talking about music, this and that and the other. And I think you can tell by the communication pattern there that people are really involved in that line of rather than me mass texting, oh hey, we got a show coming up, saying hey, I'm gonna be in your area, what you doing,
what you been up to?
So have you guys like met any of the fans that you've been communicating with?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And all that?
We know when they're coming, you know, and then because of the way that, you know, or the way that they text us, pretty much, you know, and then they show up and we meet them and everything. And, you know, next time we come through, they, you know, they come back and everything.
That's cool. Definitely.
A lot of fireball
Nice.
going along with the meetings these days.
Nice.
A lot of fireballs.
If we were to look at your music collection, your iPod or whatever you'd be using, what would be like one of the strangest or odd musicians or bands that we would find?
I listen to Katy Perry. I know that's weird, but I do. And
Nice.
you know, if you know her, my phone number.
Unfortunately, I
or
don't, but
if any of you guys know her, just
I think like the weirdest thing that I've been listening to recently is this band called Empire of the Sun. They have a song that's out, and I mean, it's great music, but they are technically weird. I mean, you watch their videos, I mean, that's what they're going for. So, but that's probably, you know, they're a little out there. But I love, you know, that kind of stuff too. So.
yeah. So what's next for you guys after the Hinder tour? Are you guys going to continue touring? You taking some time off?
No, there's no time off right now because we've got the record out. So we have Hinder, and then we have some stuff with Fear of the Dead Man. And then we also have some other things that we can't technically release yet, I don't think. So, but if you know, devourtheday.com, we'll link you all our social media and stuff like that, and we'll keep posting on that.
Nice. So the rest of the year, you guys are definitely going to be quite busy.
Tour. Yep.
Nice. And then after that, start working on a new album? Or?
Eventually, we're really still focused on Time and Pressure and Good Man. You know, still just broke top 20, so we still feel like there's life left in that song, and it's done so well for us. And, you know, we've grown so.
What did you think about that when it hit the top 20?
Slapping fives, you know,
Yeah.
happy, but there's so much work to do.
we celebrated.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you know, how many bands can say that? You know, not every band can say that.
Right.
You know, that's a huge accomplishment. And not you guys' music speaking for yourself.
Absolutely. It feels
Definitely
really
doing something right.
trying.
Yeah. Nice. If you had to describe you guys' live show to someone who has never seen you, how would you describe it?
I don't know. I've never seen it either, because we're performing it. So
From your perspective, how would you? Is it chaos? Is it?
From my point of view, it's sweat and nasty and I don't know. It's fun. We have a lot of fun on stage.
Nice.
I think the greater part of what we're working on now as to what we were working on before is that there's like this lift of serious, you know, like we're, you know, I don't know, it's just so serious. It's not, you know, there's nothing fun about it. And what we're doing now is just, it's awesome because we're just up there having a good time. It's so obvious that Joey and I are actually really enjoying what we're doing, you know, rather than like going through the motions. Yeah. And we enjoy every note and every rhythm. So
every drop of sweat that falls off your head. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
At the last show, Joey was like, "Hey, I'm sorry, but you know, you're up front row, so you're gonna get spit on."
Nice.
This lady was like, "That's so gross."
Yeah.
Like,
And then there's the lady right next to you. It's like, I love spit.
she was like wiping it off a moment.
Yeah.
Nice. Some die-hard fans there, definitely. So.
The engine.
I mean, I think that covered about everything, guys.
Well, Thomas, it was wonderful.
Definitely.
Appreciate it.
Definitely looking forward to the live show, you know,
Because if it isn't now, it's nothing.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know, saw you guys the last time you were here as the other entity, but you know, I'm gonna see you guys in true form tonight.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Definitely looking forward to that.
Excellent. Here too.
Can we drop some shots with you?